Hello and welcome, courageous Capricorns. I've got your March 2024 horoscope. Firstly, I'm going to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards, and then we'll have a look at your horoscope in depth. Let's go to the board right now. Here's the horoscope, but firstly the cards. I'll just move that over like that. So we're looking at the first half of the month for Capricorn. Oh my gosh, what is this thing? It's like public speaking, a lectern, but the top of the lectern where you put your books and papers, your notes that you read off, it's moving like this. And so it's a bit hard. If you've got any speaking engagements coming up, make sure that everything is okay, that, the lectern's on a stable surface, for example. If you're using your computer, there might be some issue there, but it's basically about getting your message out into the world. It's a little bit shaky or something's not quite right, but it's still going to work. So don't fixate on that because it will still work. But let's have a look. There's some tweaks around it that need to be done. That's what I'm getting, some fine tuning. And the card that comes out is the 9 of Pentacles. This keeps coming out, this card. It's about your money supply. It's about being creative and maybe using your creativity to make money in some new way. There's gold here at the top, so that's very high vibration, along with this beautiful electric blue that I associate with Michael the Archangels. This is almost the end of a cycle regarding your money, and I feel like there's something new around money around the corner. So that's the first card. You've got a little bit going on here. It's interesting, I said it feels a bit shaky because we've got the lunar eclipse happening there as well in your career and your public speaking area, the public side of your life. Now, the second half of the month, what do I see for you, courageous Capricorns? Keys. There's a big, what would you call it, a key ring here, like this big, with a whole big bunch of keys. You've got the keys in your hand. These are the keys to success, what you need to do in order to achieve what your heart's desires are. The card that comes out for you is the Justice card, another card that keeps coming out. It's like karmic justice will be done. So what goes around comes around. Yes, there could be some legalities here, but this card is primarily about karma, destiny, and what you've done before and the logical consequences to your actions. You'll see here that she's listening to the owl on her shoulder, which is always good to listen to your intuition. She's weighing up all the evidence before her and using her intuition to do that. Then a decision is made, and she does that by cutting right through to the core of the issue. She's got her feet here on the ground, barefoot, you notice, and then action is taken. Even if you don't have every detail of information that you feel you might need, the problem with not acting is that we can get, paralyzed by analysis. So analysis paralysis, where we're looking at a thing and going over and over and over, and our mind's not actually doing anything. This card is saying take action. It's a major arcana card. Its effects could be life-changing. But let's get more clarification on those points for you in your horoscope. So I'll make that bigger, like that. Now, we start off the month with, we've got this T-squared here, and it's for the first of the month only, just for a few hours, because we've got the moon here, and the moon is traveling very fast. So this is to do with your connections, your hopes and dreams, your friends and your groups. It is opposite Uranus over here, which the 5th house is like your creativity, and there's some sort of opposition. Maybe you have a plan and some of your friends or connections are not really enthusiastic about it. There's some sort of major challenge that's possible. Uranus always brings up unpredictable, volatile scenarios, but they may be, even if they are unpredictable, they could be positive in the end. You could win some money or come into money, for example, and you didn't even know you bought a lottery ticket or something like that. Stranger things have happened. It is here in your 5th house, which is not really associated with money, but it is more about socializing, having fun, and being creative. So It is conjunct, wide conjunction for sure, but it is conjunct Jupiter, which brings even more energy to the unpredictable nature of Uranus. I'm thinking like this. I'm thinking it's money related, even though this is not specifically about money, but maybe through your creativity you could make some money. Both these planets here are focusing their energy towards Mars, and Venus are conjunct here. It's pretty broad, wide conjunction, but still counts. And Venus here in Aquarius at this stage on the 1st, it's probably bringing some energy for spending money on luxurious things, or it might help your creativity. But Venus does look after money, so, but also relationships. Could be relationships where there's money is a prime factor for some reason. It's only for a few hours on the 1st of the month. However, I include it because the 1st of the month is a template, a mini template, and just kicks your month off. We have the new moon in Pisces on the 10th of March over here, bringing new beginnings around your local area. Perhaps there's something new going on there, maybe with your neighbours or people who live close to you. It's also distant relatives like cousins or siblings. Maybe you haven't heard from them for a while, or some sort of communications, but a new beginning, a new start is likely there. You could also be looking into education, but doing it off your own back. So you might be researching or investigating, learning something new. It's great for promotions and marketing as well. And writing, it's really terrific for writing too. Then we have the lunar eclipse on the 25th, and that is up here in your public house of career and also authority figures. So traditionally this was the mother. The eclipse here could relate to your mother because the moon, of course, has associations with women. And in Libra, it's probably to do with a relationship with a woman who is like your mother, or an authority figure. There's some sort of turbulence there. And the other thing is that your MC and South Node are conjunct quite tightly too. So your life direction is tied up with the way that you've always done things in the past, your history, your experience. The lunar eclipse is going to come close to these at some point, and it'll be conjunct, and it's asking you, it's going to shake things up, and it's asking you, do you always want to do things the same way? Do you want same old, or do you want to look to your destiny and your karma? Do you want to look to the future in a more contemporary manner? Maybe there are new ways, new life directions that you could go in. A matter for you to think about. Mercury goes into Aries on the 9th down here, and this brings a lot of communications with family members, or perhaps about your home. There's also some brilliant ideas and a fair bit of energy going on here in Aries. Chiron is conjunct your North Node, so this is about your destiny and your future. Sometimes we get prodded. An old spiritual or emotional wound could be prodded concerning your home or family, a family member, and it's being prodded because it wants to shake you out of whatever you've been in, whatever mode you've been in, and it wants to bring a situation to light in your mind so that that situation can be healed. Chiron relates to the wounded healer, and perhaps it's time for you to heal yourself in relation to family matters. It's something that might have occurred when you were a child, perhaps. We have the Sun also in Aries on the 19th, bringing you even more enlightenment and insight around the situation to do with home and family. We have Venus in Pisces on the 11th over here, bringing a beautiful, smooth flowing, polite, courteous sort of energy around your communications, fitting in well with people. If you are doing any promotions or marketing, it's likely to be quite well received by the public, in the fact of the energy that you're putting out there. This really cooperative type of energy is likely to be picked up by the public. Then we have Mars also going into Pisces on the 22nd. Now, Mars brings a lot of energy, can be somewhat forceful. However, with Venus already there, maybe the edges, the rough edges are knocked off Mars. It sort of calm Mars down a little bit. Mars is like a bull at a gate, wants to go, go, go. Venus wants to compromise and wants peace without confrontation. So these two can work quite well together. It brings a lot of masculine energy and the feminine energy of Venus, and you can get stuff done in a very beautiful way. Other things to note is that we have in the southern hemisphere on the 21st the autumnal equinox, and so this is about getting prepared for winter and maybe getting organised around your home, baking, freezing stuff, making sure you've got enough supplies in your cupboard food-wise so you don't run short, so you don't have to go out in the cold when winter finally comes. Maybe get your winter veggies in now if you garden, all that sort of thing. And if you're in the northern hemisphere, it's your spring equinox. So this is the time to plant seeds which will grow if you tend them, that is. They will grow and develop, and you can have a bountiful harvest in the summer. So maybe it's a creative project or something related to work, something new you can start, and it's likely to pay dividends down the track. But for both the northern and southern hemispheres, no matter where you are, the equinox is about balance. It's the time when there is equal daylight hours and equal nighttime hours. So this is like your subconscious and being within, being self-reflective, dealing with your subconscious and your spiritual life, and also having the correct balance with manifesting out there externally in the outside world. The other thing is there's Easter Sunday on the last day of the month, the 31st. It doesn't matter what religion you are. You may not have a religion. Doesn't matter. The spiritual reality is the same. It's a time of rebirth and renewal. You were born again in some way, especially after going through some sort of transformative experience. It might have been painful. It might have involved some sort of sacrifice. However, you'll now turn the corner and a new chapter is opening in your book of life. So that's it, dear courageous Capricorns. I hope this is useful. Thank you for joining me today. Let me know in the comments what you think. Leave a like, that would be fabulous. And most importantly, have a wonderful month. I will see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now.